In this video, you're going to learn how to write Facebook ads that sell. In this point in time, I run and manage hundreds of thousands of dollars in Facebook ads for my clients every single month. And in fact, my most recent client launch would turn an investment of about $60,000 that we put into Facebook ads over a period of time of about 30 days, would turn that into more than $400,000 in sales back into my client's bank account, making this a 7x return on investment, meaning that for every dollar that I put into my Facebook ads, I got $7 back for my client. Now in this video, I'm going to show you a simple yet very effective Facebook ad template for beginners that allowed this result to happen. This template is simple, it's very fast to write, and it's very easy to remember. And you can use it in your Facebook ad campaigns today to make sure that you make more money tomorrow. Hey, I'm Nataliya from nataliyaray.com. I own a marketing agency that helps businesses thrive in this digital era. And if you're new here, this channel is all about helping you create your own profitable and freedom-based digital business that you can start, manage, and grow from home or from anywhere in the world using nothing but your laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. If you're into that, I would love for you to subscribe. I publish new videos every single week. Now let me kick off this video with a little bit of honesty time. Even though I do believe that Facebook ads are the greatest opportunity that each and every one of us has right now to create financial freedom, financial independence, as well as build a fortune for yourself using this one skill, it's still not a skill that's easy to master, right? Facebook ads are in fact a little bit hard to master. But my question is, so what? Right? Because my point is, if you are willing to be one of those few people, and I do mean few people, who are willing to put in the work day in and day out, every single day, to write a new ad, to publish this ad, get your results, your numbers back, and do it all over again the day after that, if you're willing to put in the time, about an hour a day, to master this one skill, there is no limit to the kind of life that you can build for yourself, right? Now, in order to help you do that, in this video, what I'm about to do is I'm going to share with you the 4-part Facebook ad template for beginners that allows me to write Facebook ads that truly sell and sell effectively. In the first part of the video, I'm going to introduce you to this 4-part framework or template. And then in the second part of this video, I'm going to show you 2 real-life examples from brands that are using this exact template to make millions, right? Now, if you're up for that, I'm going to dive into my computer. Let's get started with the template, and then let's move on to the examples. Now, let's get started with a 4-part Facebook ad template for beginners that will allow you to create ads that make you some serious money. Now, in order to write an ad like that, you will need to divide your ads into 4 different parts. And each and every part in your ad will allow you to take this one teeny tiny step forward in convincing your prospect, meaning the person that is on Facebook or Instagram or wherever they are scrolling through their feed. It will help you take one step forward in convincing them to buy from you, right? And I like to call this concept the 4 battles that you have to win in order to win Facebook advertising, right? Now, excuse me for a slight minute because I do come from a military background, meaning a lot of the analogies that pop into my head are war related, battle related. So please don't get offended by this. Know that this is simply an example and a way for me to explain things to you in the best way that I can, right? Now, the first part of your Facebook ad is all about winning the battle for attention, right? Just like you and me, your prospect is essentially going through their feed, scrolling as fast as they can without even paying attention. Your job is to create the type of ad that will essentially get them to stop scrolling. That's step number 1, to get them to grab their attention and get them to stop scrolling. Now, there are 2 different elements to make this happen. The first element is obviously the creative, the image or the video that you're going to put there. We're going to discuss that in a different video, but the other part of doing that is that first line of copy in your ad, what we in marketing and in copywriting like to call the hook, right? I heard one of my favorite marketers called Julie Stone explain this as the pickup line, meaning your first line within your ad has to be different, controversial, curiosity-based, something that will make your prospect stop and want to read the rest of your ad. That's the only job of the first line in your ad. So for example, And again, I'm going to give you a real life example at the end of this video with real life ads for you to see exactly how it plays out in real life, right? So if I was to create an ad for a brand called Bulletproof, have you heard of Bulletproof? It's essentially a brand that sells you supplements, and their main product is kind of like coffee with butter inside, right? Because they believe it has some health benefits to it. So if I was to write an ad for that brand, I can write something like, did you know that by simply adding butter into your coffee, you can get into your bikini in 30 days? Something like that to draw the person's attention and to make them want to read more. That's the goal and the job of the hook. Now, the second part of your ad has to be all about winning the battle of interest, right? Now that I got their attention, how do I get them interested in what I'm about to say? Because if they're interested in what I'm about to say, they will remain interested when it comes the time to propose my offer, right? So this part in your ad is a piece of copy, a paragraph, maybe 2, maybe even 3, that simply tells a story that will get a person interested in what you have to say. That story is essentially the context that you need to help position your offer that will come later on in the ad as valuable, right? So for example, let's continue with the example of Bulletproof because we already started with it. So for Bulletproof, I would not simply write my pickup ad and then discuss about my offer. Hey, we have this supplement, it can be so cool for you. No. Instead, what I would do is I would tell them the story of the founder, how he went on a personal wellness journey, how he went high up in the Himalaya mountains, how he hiked and he nearly died. And then eventually he came through a storm. And then during that storm, he found shelter in the house of a few monks. And as these monks were helping him to get warmer and feel better, they gave him some tea with butter inside. And as he drank that tea, he suddenly felt amazing, better than what he had felt in months. And that's how he discovered the method of Bulletproof. That's a good example of a good story that you can tell your prospect to get them interested in what you have to offer. Now, the third part of your ad is winning the battle of making an offer that they actually want, right? Doing something, not just selling them something that they're not interested in, making it sexy, making it interesting, making an offer that they cannot refuse. So in this part of your ad, you will describe your offer. If you've already written a sales page for your offer, which I'm sure you have because now you're running ads, all you need to do is to simply copy like the line of description, what this offer is, maybe a couple of bullets pointing the benefits that your offer has, and call it a day, right? That's the third part of your ad. This is essentially where Dave, which is the founder of Bulletproof, he will say something like, after he tells them the story about the monks and stuff, and hey, now I have this supplement that can help you gain all the benefits and putting butter in your coffee, except it tastes good, it's not awkward, you don't literally have to cut butter and stuff like that. He essentially describes his offer to them. And then in the last part of your ad, now it's time to win the battle of how do you get them to act now, right? We as people, naturally, we're super lazy. Let's just face it. All I want to do is sit on that couch and scroll and scroll and scroll until my finger drops. But my job as a marketer is to get you, the prospect, to act now, to want to click now, to want to go to my sales page now, to want to watch my video sales letter now and not later. And we do this with a strong call to action. And usually I like to add a little bit of scarcity. Maybe your offer is time related. Maybe you just have like one more week until the offer goes away. Maybe you have several different spots available, and once they're gone, they're gone. Something to get me to act now rather than later. Clothing shops actually do this really well because they have these sales like 20% off for the next 3 days, something like that. That's the goal of the end of your ad. And now that we've gone through the 4 parts of your ad, let me show you exactly how it plays out in real life by showing you examples from 2 real life brands. One of them, Mindvalley, is a client of mine, and the second one is a marketer that I like to follow. So let me quickly zoom in for you to see. So this particular ad, Mindvalley created it in order to promote one of their free webinars. Webinar is also an offer. It also has ads, just like any other thing that you're selling. It is completely irrelevant whether your offer is free, like a lead magnet, or it's paid. You will still write the same exact type of ad, right? So let me show you how this plays out. The first part of the ad, you can already see where the hook is right at the top of the ad. And they use the hook of, You don't have to be one of those people who are aging faster than they should be. This particular masterclass that they're promoting in this ad is a masterclass all about anti-aging, using some kind of Eastern method called Qigong or something like that. So for the first part of the ad, for the hook, they actually told the person, their ideal customer avatar for this particular ad is someone who is successful. Maybe they're aging slightly and they're very concerned about how they look and how their body is not young anymore. And they're like, oh my gosh, I have so much to accomplish, so much to do. I cannot afford to grow older. So their hook is, you don't have to be one of those people who are aging faster than they should be. And if you would have known the exact avatar, the exact type of audience that Mind Valley has, this is very compelling to them, because this particular audience also wants to be like better or more advanced than anyone else. So this speaks to them perfectly. Then they get into the story, which is all throughout this. This will probably be the biggest size of the bigger part of your ad will be made out of your story, because you have to create that connection between your hook and your offer, right? So in this section, they're essentially telling them there's an anti-aging secret from the East that can also promote lifelong vitality, blah, blah, blah. It's called Qigong, I think I'm saying this correctly. Qigong, a practice cultivating vital life force by repeating specific movements. And they go on and on telling about Qigong and essentially getting me hooked and interested in how this thing can help me with my anti-aging desires and to live longer. And once they're done with the story, they get into the offer, which is, if you'd like to discover how this is possible, join Lee Holden's updated masterclass with Mind Valley, right? This is the offer. The offer is sign up now to this masterclass, and then they have a call to action. Claim your spot now for this free 60-minute section. To be perfectly honest, I would change this last call to action to something like sign up now, or the masterclass is only available for X limited time. You only have X spots available, so sign up now, to give them some kind of a reason to act now. Again, scarcity is the best method, either of time or slots available. So this is the first ad. Now let's go over the second ad, which is actually by a marketer that I really like, and his name is Peng Joon. Let me just go over this. And in this particular ad, what Peng Joon is promoting is a workshop. His life mission is to help entrepreneurs create better content online. So this ad is promoting a workshop that he has to help entrepreneurs that sign up to this workshop create better content. So you can obviously immediately recognize the hook in this ad, which is big cars, big butts, and bikinis. Oh my God. Now, if you would have known who his target audience is, which for Peng Joon, these are young male entrepreneurs. What do young male entrepreneurs are interested in? They're interested in money, big cars, and women, big butts and bikinis. So this pickup line is perfect for them, especially with the icon, which essentially speaks to a more youthful audience. And then once he's done with that, he gets into the story, which in this particular ad is super long. Yep, it's all of this. Look at this. Look at this. All of this is a part of Peng Joon's story. And essentially what he built here is kind of like a dividement between what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a content consumer or a content creator, right? And essentially emphasizing the fact that creators are the type of people who essentially become successful, make money and stuff like that. So this is the part of his story. And then once he's done with the story, he gets into the offer. That's why I decided to run a virtual event, blah, 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 blah. It's going to show you how to do this, how to do that. This is where he describes his offer, which is his virtual event, virtual workshop. And then at the end, he has his call to action. All you need to do is click the link below and sign up for this training. And again, I would add a scarcity of time. This training will only be available for the next couple of weeks, blah, 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 something like that to make me act now. So as you can see, all of these ads are written in the exact same structure. First, you have the hook, the pickup line to grab my attention. Then you have the story to create interest, to create context. Then you have the actual offer. What is it that I have to offer you? And then at the end, you have a call to action. What do you need to do now to get this offer, to grab this offer? So I hope this video has been helpful for you and showed you exactly how to write Facebook ads that sell. If you have any questions for me about this topic or about anything else, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're interested to learn more about how to start and grow your own profitable freedom-based digital business, if you want to learn how to create effective marketing for your business, it comes from the heart and doesn't make you feel like a sleazeball. And if you want to learn how to manage your business like a boss, like a true entrepreneur, so that your business will not end up taking over your life, please make sure to subscribe to this channel right now. I publish new videos every single week, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Until then, yalla bye.